extraordinary music.
What's going on, Masterclass family? This is your boy Mr. Adams, and today we're going to do the Masterclass recap video on Cmg. Cmg is an alert that I had put out this morning as a call purchase alert, and a couple of times throughout the day I put it out when I realized that the stock would not crash and was actually holding a strong level. All right, so let's start on the 5-minute chart. First and foremost, when we look at Cmg, we can see yesterday it consolidated majority of yesterday, and it consolidated almost a gold. I'll consider that a gold. And one of the main things that we look for, especially when we're hoping for a 5-to-1 setup, is to find a stock that had previous days consolidation. And Cmg met that criteria yesterday because it consolidated most of yesterday. That consolidation carried over into this morning. First thing that I noticed with Cmg, along with it being a tight consolidated previous days setup, is the fact that both of the money flows were very strong coming into the day. Your chalking money flow as well as the money flow oscillator, both of them were on fleek. I mean, they were lit. This is a lot of activity here, showing you that big money is invested in this or investing in this stock. When the market opened, it got slightly choppy at first because the overall market began to crash, so I thought Cmg would crash. But on the second candlestick right here, I noticed that it held the pivot support area, and the second candle closed back above the 200-day moving average and the VWAP. It closed over both of them, the 200-day and the VWAP, which is a very strong signal. And from that moment forth, it just took off and gave you a move from 278 all the way to 286. About a $7 to $8 move for a gold setup that held the 200-day and the pivot support. And consolidated yesterday with dual money flow, thus making it a really great call option purchase. Let's take a look at it on the different time frames. On the 1-hour chart, we can see that Cmg is above the cloud. Not only is it above the cloud, it has some TTM squeezing taking place overnight. Plus, it held the 50-day moving average on a 1-hour chart. And that 1-hour candle closed above the 10-day and the 20-day. That's a strong signal. Same thing on the 30-minute chart. It's above the cloud. It held the 50-day moving average, and that first 30-minute candle closed above the 10 and the 20 moving average. So the 1-hour chart and the 30-minute chart confirms that this is a legitimate setup. On the daily chart, yesterday Cmg closed over the 10-day moving average. That's a strong signal as well. Along with that, today the stock opened up right on the 10-day moving average, which is another form of support. So you had the 200-day as support on the 5-minute chart, plus the pivot point. On a 1-hour chart, it's above the cloud and has the 50 as support. On the 30-minute chart, it's above the cloud and has the 50 as support. And then it opens up right on the 10-day moving average on the daily chart. Plus the chalking money flow is positive as well on the daily chart, thus showing that big money is interested. And I think Cmg is positioning itself for a move higher because it closed right at the neckline of, or should I say the head of the 20-day moving average on the daily chart. And it's holding the 200-day moving average as support right here on an hourly chart for a potential gap fill back up to $323. So I would definitely say keep Cmg on watch. And if I were to draw a quick trend line, it broke above its highest level since it fell after earnings, which was the 28.42. 284.24 level. So that's a strong break. So I would definitely keep CMG on watch. Let's take a quick look at the options chain. The 285 call option contracts opened up at $105 per contract, and they hit a high of $4.59 per contract, thus giving you a 4-to-1 trade. Not quite a 5-to-1, however, very close, and definitely worthwhile taking that trade. It's more than a double. You can't be mad at it. Once again, CMG was our masterclass trade of the day. Dominate.